Here's the type pad if you want to say something.
Yes, I used a communicator.
Well, you can always mute them and or constantly interrupt them in order to piss them off.
Well, Grass tried to do one. It kept
says,
shocking him through the
"Kill them,
communicator.
take their knees.
Wait, what?
Understandable.
Mm.
Wait, what does it say?
It says, kill them, take their knees.
Oh, okay. I'm assuming that's in reference to what she was saying.
I get some information. It took forever.
He said, "Kill them, take their knees."
That is the goal eventually, dear.
Okay, I must be
Allegedly. What do they say in Minecraft? We are not allowed to talk about things here.
What?
I do not know.
Who's on
People kept
first?
yelling that in the metagrams the last time I looked. I do not know.
Is it for
Are we gonna be closing
deniability?
soon?
I believe
Yeah, it
so.
is for deniability.
Oh dear.
I don't know who deniability is, but people are doing a lot for them.
Mm.
In any case, I'm on my way out.
Okay.
Alright, darling. It was good to see you. Apologies
Never
that things are...
You're fine.
Perhaps not at the
Okay.
moment, dear. I'm just...
Of course.
Just one of those nights.
Completely understand.
Mm.
Do let me know if there's anything I can do to assist.
Thank you, darling. I'd love to figure out who that was. You do divination, do you not?
Ever and always.
Perhaps in the future. What do you need for that?
Something belonging to the entity in question or a picture of.
We have a weapon that they lodged into my fiance's shoulder.
Perfect.
Oh,
It is currently in there. So,
Understandable.
we are trying to
At your
figure out the
earliest
news.
convenience.
Yes, dear. I believe they're probably taking it apart at the moment. Does it need to
As
be in
long
one
as
piece?
enough of it exists.
Alright.
Just a large enough piece.
Alright, I shall let them know.
does Jerry have a way to get home?
Yes, Roland.
Okay. Tomoko, if you could please supply Jerry here
Have a
with
good night, dear.
morning after painkillers.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I have a bottle of painkillers here. Should I leave these with somebody?
It must probably be with Roland before they go.
Okay. Where is Roland?
Inside the toy maker
Where are the
room,
closing
looking
generally?
into the weapon. Yes, we will probably
can't
need
go
to do that shortly. Though I cannot go tell them that we need to close, so...
Yeah. I can't go into the toy maker room.
Sure. You'll see over here.
Do you have any... I believe they're all in there. Oh, where did Artemis go?
I don't know.
She's in the library.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you for your knowledge. Aurora, given her research in the Whispering Wood, would know that all the Whispering Wood and within a pretty large radius of the Whispering Wood is a dark zone. Specifically, it is an area where technology has not progressed due to a high consistency of mana and monsters.
They're researching.
I see.
I'm waiting for Finley.
Still looking into things in the toy maker room.
That is all the information you will get from
Oh,
me.
yes. Tomaker's getting a job.
Any further, I will write down if you desire later.
What?
Thank you.
Tomaker's getting a job, is what I said.
I imagine. Oh,
Oh, yes. They are currently in there researching at the moment. I did not know how much
You
later
wanna
they are
help
going.
them again?
I'm so sorry. Hello.
Hello. Also,
Hello,
take all the
darling.
books. The only
Thank
book that you
you.
got out of book. There you go.
thank you, everyone.
I don't want you getting a book stuck to your head. That's not pleasant.
You know what? Honestly, there's been a couple of times where I've had the book thrown at me, so it wouldn't pat. Yeah, very good aim.
Yeah.
And there's right here.
Oh, there he is. Finley.
Oh, darling.
Never trick him. I just can't.
You're a bird in a library.
Who knows? Maybe a bird wants to be in a library. Are you being
Eventually, there is going to be a
racist right
shapeshifter
Ernest.
that comes in, and someone is going to say it's Finley, and they're like, "Oh,
Okay.
you do not all look alike."
Stop bullying me. I get it.
I'm gonna release a bird in the building at some point, and everybody's gonna think it's me.
Stop bullying me. I get it.
I'm not bullying you. I'm bullying everyone because everyone does this. I'm also mostly bullying eyes. And
Yeah.
these birds in your house.
The moment it soils something in here, the manor is going to destroy it.
My cats are they're gonna die because of my cats. Don't do that.
Not my fault. They're good hunters.
How many times have your cats gone after Finley?
A few times.
Oh,
That's why I'm a cat in his place. They don't want to eat me then.
Yeah, but cats hate other cats.
But
Why
also
is
they
that connected to
can tell
Wi-Fi?
I'm undead.
What?
They only attack me for a
The
minute.
Wi-Fi does?
And then they realize, oh no, he's dying.
Oh.
They can tell I'm undead.
sheesh.
So
It's connected.
they realize eventually and they stop attacking.
It's,
So it was only a few times when they couldn't smell me all the way.
Got
Because of my layered perfumes.
Did it? You okay, Miss Kise? I don't like worried face.
I am fine. It's just
seems like it.
Okay.
very frustrating day.
And
Would you like to
there's
talk about
Mimic
it?
You exactly where I expected Mimic You to be.
The usual, someone trying to murder my fiance.
What's on this one?
Oh, Lord.
And being a cryptic asshole about it.
What is this, 1860?
Well, I sit here now. Boyfriend's taken away.
Also, in good, in fun news, I got to save the AI out of a very, very tall synthetic. That was a lot of fun.
Heard.
That was a lot of fun.
I'm glad.
Oh, did she end up
Yeah,
coming?
Glass Mall seems. She did.
I missed her then.
Glass Mall is a lot of fun. Seems to be the mischievous
Jerry.
type.
Oh, I forgot about Jerry.
Oh yes, Tomiko has been with him, and we are going to. Roland is still in the toy maker room, which I cannot go into to tell him.
Artemis, could you please fetch Roland and tell him to
That is what I was trying.
Painkillers?
I'll go check on Jerry.
If they're in the toy maker room, you can come You wanna
This
talk about
week.
it? You don't have to.
It is more I'm very frustrated. Sigurd went to help Fenrir last week. Ended up almost dying. We seem to have some sort of stalker that thinks he is starting some sort of doomsday cult. Because his people worship Fenrir.
I see.
So apparently a very cryptic asshole planeswalker thinks that they're the judge, jury, and executioner of all people that worship Fenrir across all the realms.
So, they're becoming the de facto. I'm assuming, or at least they want to be. Presumed to be.
Yeah. The de facto what?
I don't know. I guess foremost leading authority on Fenrir.
I guess so. Decided to call themselves Vidar. Despite not actually being. Yes, vengeance. Yes, the one that kills Fenrir. Obviously, they just used it to be cryptic. And holier than thou, apparently.
Are you referring to the blue synthetic?
What? No.
Vidar.
No, that is a god's name in Sigurd's religion.
It's also a synthetic over at Bayo 9 who believes, well, more or less that they're Thor.
Oh. Well, that would be very awkward if it is them, but I doubt it. This one
Most
seems
likely
to
it's
be...
not them, then.
Unless they are a planeswalker. Assuming that part was true.
Though, to be fair, that would be a very interesting development if they became a planeswalker. That'd be mortifying.
I suppose it would make
some
sense
people.
given the technology blade axe thing that they used. But other than that, it does not seem to be the same person, then.
Knowledge
Yes,
is
they
the
put it
source.
into Sigurd's shoulder. I had to have one of my yokai yank it out and throw it away before I could heal him.
I see. Okay. I'm intrigued now.
He decided to have a very frank and annoying conversation with us out back through the axe. Some communicator in it. I always hate the monologuing types that think they are the rulers of everything and the righteous indignation of it all.
Sorry that you have to go with all this.
Hmm?
Especially considering how close things are.
Exactly! I did not need him almost dying again. I was supposed to get through the wedding so that would never happen.
You will.
It was been
I'm
long
most
for holding
certain
things
of
back.
it.
I certainly hope so. No more issues. Especially from someone who seems to be stalking all of us.
All of you. It's not just a guy.
Well, the area around Sigurd, he knew all of our names. Seemed to know personality enough that they've been watching for some time. Either that or it's one of those planewalker issues where it's the same person over different realms. Oh, I hate how this world works now. Things were so much simpler 700 years ago.
To be fair, things were simpler 2 years ago. 700 doesn't make a difference. Things are rapidly evolving.
I better or worse, apparently.
Kise,
Yes, dear.
Roland is sleeping in the medical ward, taking a nap. So just in case you want to check on him, you can.
Wait, Roland or Jerry?
Jerry, sorry.
Okay, good. I was hoping
Jerry's-
Roland did not get harmed as well.
I trust
No,
you
no.
for a minute. I know
No,
you're
I'm
being
sorry.
casual, but
All right.
But yeah, Jerry's sleeping in the medical ward.
Understood. Thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
Oh, that was such a bad idea. Why did we let him do that?
they did some kind of experiment, to my understanding.
Yes, the person who attacked Sigurd threw some sort of dust on him that got into his wounds after axing him. It kept me from being able to heal him until it was all cleaned out. Apparently it eats mana. And it was a paralytic. And had silver in it, so it was, from what they could say, it was created specifically to handle Fenrir and Fenrir adjacent entities. Part of it we thought was void related at the beginning before all that came to light, so Jerry attempted to eat it.
Oh God, is that what happened?
Yes, and he was very quickly electrocuted.
Oh my God.
It was surprising, considering. I did not expect... I thought it was magic, but apparently it was technology.
There have been some records of substances that have been capable of neutralizing one's ability to cast, or at least their connection to the weave as a whole. However it is that you connect to the weave through the mana that flows through it, be it to higher deities or to the plane itself, through the planet, or even within your own body. Those
time.
No. Well, technically a bad time, but no, not right now, but...
Any luck with that experiment, or?
Jerry is
Ooh.
injured and sleeping in the medical wing. Rhonda's going to take him home with painkillers.
Oh boy. Okay.
And the one involved is a cryptic asshole. There's always cryptic assholes.
So we're killing him, right?
Nothing I can
Hypothetically.
say.
So hypothetically, we're killing him.
In Minecraft or whatever they say.
Right. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't mean to interrupt.
It is fine, dear. We're simply discussing what happened.
That's fine. I'll go poke eyes in Finley.
I do not know if the others are still in the toy maker war trying to figure out the rest of it. I have no idea what he just said.
I don't know what he said either. But either way, like I said, there have been records of substances, either off-planet or synthesized, that have been capable of such things in the past, but I'm not sure what it is that you're currently dealing with, so I don't know if they're of the same accord. I just know that it is possible.
We managed to get a sample of it. I brought it here so that Crass and the other alchemists could take a look at it. There was technically 3 different substances put together in a pouch. One was the one that disrupted mana, which we thought was void-related, but apparently not. Then a paralytic from a giant spider. We could not figure out the type. And silver. Magically infused silver, which, of course, works against werewolves. Or wolf-like entities, apparently.
So, what we're getting at is that they were specifically targeted.
Yes, they said as much, and decided to be absolute assholes about it. Or an asshole.
I'm
believe
surprised
you-
they're that gloating about it, considering
Well, they were absolutely gloating about
assuming-
it.
someone capable of synthesizing something of this magnitude. Do you think that they did it of their own volition, or that they were contracted? As in,
I
they're just
am
a lower rung,
uncertain.
and someone else is.
I
industry.
do not believe they're lower, but I could not tell whether they were fully lying through a communicator, so if we had to take their word for it, it seems they are working on their own and have had many, many years to do so. Assuming they were not simply, what is the term, bullshitting.
Wait, do you still have the weapon?
Currently, it is in the toy maker room. They were looking into dismantling it to see what was powering it.
Save. Wow.
Oh. I did speak with Joe about potentially divining using it to find their location.
My only question becomes, if they dismantle it, will it still hold the same significance as it held initially?
I did ask Joe that. He said as long as there were enough pieces,
Understood.
they were most probably going to put it back together.
How long ago was Joe here?
Oh, he left before I came up here.
I see. Joe was looking into the same matter that I was. Something to try to help Maddie.
Was Maddie all right? What happened?
She's fine now. But the other night at the onsen, we had a bit of a stroll down memory lane, I guess you could say.
Mm.
She remembered something from her past, and it sent her on a bit of an expedition.
Oh. Expeditions.
We were walking all across some of the deeper forests within Japan for almost an hour.
Oh.
It almost
I
felt
suppose
like she
no
was
one
in
near
a
my shrine,
trance-like
then.
state, hyperfixated.
Hello?
I would have noticed that, though.
Hello.
I've been busy with Sigurd the past week. Oh dear.
How are you?
Okay. Confused about recent events, but that's just kind of par for the course these days.
Did you find out anything else?
Yes and no. Basically, when we tried to disassemble the axe, it activated a hidden little safeguard in it. Hellfire basically charred anything and everything that was inside of it.
Oh,
We don't
my
know.
God.
Everything's fine. The axe remained intact, but anything that was inside the axe, including the power source, charred to ash.
I'm fairly certain I know what it was either way. I hate that I probably know,
Hellfire.
but... No, I
It was
meant the
Hellfire.
power
There was no two
source.
ways. But we did find one interesting thing. On the inside of the panel, there was an insignia of a raven and 3 snowflakes. One on each wing, one over each wing, and one above the head. According to Wolfram, that was a sigil of an old clan he fought against. One that tried to banish and kill him.
Of course.
So
Wonderful.
we have a few theories. It's either somebody who is potentially from that clan, or somebody who's decided to do his homework and is just trying to mentally screw with us.
I have that theory as
One way
well.
or another.
Who knows?
One way or another, Jackass isn't going to be contacting us again through that axe. Because I did a full interior scan of that thing. It's all cleared.
Even the communicator.
Even the communicator. It's the fire was thorough. Everything inside was basically scorched.
It's unfortunate.
And we decided to do a little test on the silver and the spider venom.
Mm.
In that regard, it was at least truthful. When the silver was exposed to a drop of Wolfram's blood, it arced over to the venom, and the crystallized venom became liquid.
Wonderful.
So for now, that's pretty much all we've got to go on. Kras is going to take the three pieces and see what he can make of them. And the axe for now is going to be in the toy maker's lab until I can come back later in the week and fully and properly dismantle it.
Before you do that, darling, there may be another use for it. If it is possible, at some point, I would like you or someone else to take that to Joe. He may be able to divine. Perhaps a location.
Okay.
Yes, so as long as he had a large enough piece, and if it is still intact, that may work.
But
I doubt, given that. After that,
looking at
please.
possibly dismantling the axe, because we did notice that a good chunk of that axe is made of mithril.
Mithril, that's extremely expensive.
Yes.
Extremely useful.
Well, no. Whoever it is, they have to have a large amount of income, either that or they have to be close enough to a mithril deposit to be able to obtain enough to make an axe.
Exactly.
But yeah. Just wanted to at least come and give that little bit to you.
Thank you, dear.
Whoever this bastard is, he likes to toy with us, because he did try to contact us again. And he was like, I wouldn't do that if I were you. I wouldn't open that if I were you.
This is what we have to deal with. One of those types.
The only thing that I'll suggest to you is the sigil. Most likely, they're probably not going to go under whatever old name Sigurd probably knew that group by. They've probably got some kind of a public-facing company, one that they can use their funds to move money around in the public eye so that they can carry out whatever it is that they want to in secret. So you're probably looking for some type of a shell company or some type of a business that operates as a front. But that logo will probably still be prevalent, regardless of whatever, considering the massive ego on whoever it is that was taunting you.
Well, then it's a good thing I've already got a number of dummy accounts that was doing research on another group. But I can tune one or two to try and see if I can hunt down any instances of that sigil.
Thank you, dear.
Of course. And I've also been informed about Jerry's condition. I've gotten the pain meds. Don't worry, I'll make sure he's well looked after.
Thank you, darling. Very good. That was something, actually. Despite how foolish that person was, the moment we brought up the idea that they may be part of Children of Siegfried, they got very cross and did not wish to be associated with them. Perhaps they just do not like cults at all, or perhaps because of the connection. Always cults.
I don't understand it. I really don't.
Sigurd is not starting a cult.
I can't imagine that they would. Besides, they're too focused on worshipping you.
Exactly!
That's somebody understands it, right?
Hmm. But yes, Maddie went on a
Right.
walk in the woods.
After remembering some details about what potentially was, I guess, a great fire, it almost seemed like she had blacked out and started to get herself up after a short while. And then she moved from the Wick Inn and headed west for approximately about an hour into a deeper forest, in which, while we were in the deeper forest, we kept trying to, myself and Joe, see if we could ask questions to try and figure out where it was she was going. But the more questions we asked, the more questions it seemed like we were going to have, because I don't know what the state
Oh,
of
yes,
mind
you can
was,
post the
but it
clip. I'm
felt
so sorry.
almost like she was locked in a memory, and only vague answers could come out.
Hmm.
Wasn't supposed to run. She's coming. Water is safe. Didn't make it.
Hmm.
Very short ended sentences.
Hmm.
Eventually, we had to stop asking so many questions because we felt like. Eventually, we were overloading her, and it was hurting her.
Understandable. Hmm.
But based on what she was able to give us from her memory, and now, what? Thank you, library. Everything here has been able to afford me. Been able to kind of get some information about where it is that she was possibly headed, or at least information about the she who was coming.
Hmm.
Mm. Allegedly, there's a story about, or at least a legend about a lady in red. Where she moves, it rains blood. And I guess allegedly she needs some form of sacrifice every 30 years of a young woman in order to stave her off.
Ah, I see. Hmm.
The thing that concerns me is that in Maddie's current state, at least physically presenting, I don't know how old she would have had to have been at that time, and I don't know if she was the indicated target. From what she told us, it doesn't seem like she was brought down by this lady in red.
Hmm.
She was brought down by other people.
Hmm.
Which is why she didn't make it to where she thought she would be safe.
Hmm. You mentioned a fire.
I believe this is a bit speculatory, but it makes sense based on the time period of the story. They may have been using torches to light the way, the people that were chasing after her.
Ah. Hmm.
So, my biggest concern going forward is trying to figure out where it was that she was trying to go. Was she trying to reach safety, or was she trying, in this state of mind, to head back to where her body fell?
So it is certain that it is somewhere in my homeland.
I'm not so sure. The story itself is European.
I was going to say I'd never heard of such a tale. There are no yokai like that, Ayakashi. Oh, red mantle, but that is
At first glance, I had thought maybe some kind of oni, possibly. I don't know, but I didn't want to assume anything, so I didn't make any speculations. But the other night, while we were at the onsen, it had a weird effect on Maddie's form. It made her, for lack of a better word, physical. She was experiencing temperature. She was feeling as though her clothes were heavier. She could touch things, taste things, smell things. But no heart, no heartbeat, no blood, no nothing. I believe it was a combination of the grounds itself and some of the spiritual pressure within the area. But again, speculatory and not really much that I can use as evidence to kind of prove it. But the main point of it being, we found out that her ghost clothes, as she puts it, were also made tangible.
Ah. Potential clues.
And it made me think for a moment, as of a lot of the research that I had done, and I really paid attention to it before. But as often as we see Maddie, she usually wears clothing that's very modern, or she wears clothing that's usually more traditional. She has some clothes from, well, trying to remember names now, but a friend of ours that was also from another area of Japan. So it's, without saying, that when you see her, you might assume that she herself is Japanese. But
oh no.
Looking at her clothing, the clothes that she wore when she when that time came, they were European. The style was European. The buttons, the way that the fabric was sewn together, indicates a fashion that has nothing to do with Japanese culture or Asian culture in and of itself.
It's not even a name, it's not.
And it didn't occur. I don't know why I didn't think of it. I didn't know why I didn't process it at that time. It all made sense. We're not looking for something in Japan. We're looking for something across the ocean.
That makes more sense then. I was going to say she's certainly not Japanese, but she could have died there, I suppose, but that makes more sense.
Hello, Sigurd.
Miss Aurora, how are you?
Admittedly, I've probably had better weeks.
That seems to be
I
going
really
around.
understand that.
Well, you know, you take a relaxing stroll to the library after being shot around 12 today. So, you do the best you can. It's fine.
Are you okay otherwise? At least physically.
Yes, I assume you've been taken care of
Physically, you've
otherwise.
been treated.
Good.
Okay.
I would assume you would not come here
No,
bleeding, Matt.
No.
You would be
You say
surprised.
Marshall did that.
Exactly, that
God,
is what
no.
I'm saying. But Aurora has common sense.
I'm trying to, at least.
Yeah.
You know, until I get the sense knocked out of me, then
Rochelle is
then
my
what can you
friend.
do?
That does not always mean that she is intelligent in that moment.
Yes, I know.
But that
She
being
admittedly
said,
has some very questionable judgment.
I mean, we all do, and certain things happen.
Yeah.
We go back to what we know. We go back to what works. Go
Very
back to who
true.
we trust. So, like I said, without saying, that's why we ended up looking into European folklore. And I was going to try and see if, well, I'll need to get this information over to Joe and see what it is that they can do with it. But considering how old Maddie is, geographical locations will have changed since then, and considering where it is that the story says this takes place, it's in a very deep part of the Whispering Woods that I don't really want to go to.
Oh, I see.
It is one of the deeper parts of the Whispering Wood that unfortunately technology has no access to. Signal cannot reach due to the density of the mana that sits and flows within the area, but also because of it being so rich and so cut off and so dense, there are creatures that are in that part of the woods that I would not tell anyone to go up against.
Very understandable.
As a matter of fact, we were warned when we first started adventuring with the Pathfinders Guildhouse not to go into the deeper woods for this very exact reason. Grounds that we were on were safe, and dealings had been made to provide protection from those that were beyond, I guess what you would say, the veil of protection that went around the guild grounds. So, I don't know what's out there. I don't know what we'll find. I don't know what Maddie will find. And I'm not sure what to tell all who are involved with helping her with this, because when I initially brought it up, what we had learned, the first question was, are we preparing to say goodbye? And I can't answer that because I don't know what'll happen if she finds her body, or if she finds answers, or what she finds, truth be told. I'd like to give people clarity on the subject, but truth be told, there's so many different possible outcomes. I can't say yes or no. That's irresponsible of me.
Of course.
And
It's
then
just the first step.
there's telling Maddie all of this, and if simply asking a question of what she remembered put her into such a state of mind. I don't know what telling her about all of this is going to do. Truth be told, I don't know how to prepare for what it could, because I don't know what it could do. Which leaves me vulnerable, and it leaves her vulnerable.
Well, perhaps you start from the beginning, dear. You ask what she wants. Does she want to know? Everything after that. Have you told her what you told me? All this, the worries. Because I believe that is probably the first step. You want to give her what she wants, but you want her to not be harmed. And you cannot guarantee that to her.
I want to make sure I have all my ducks in a row before I talk to her. If I don't and I misspeak and I say something that's incorrect, I don't. As much as she acts like a child, I don't want to treat her like a child when it comes to this.
That is what I'm saying. You should not. But you must also be very careful if there are other people looking into this, that they will not do something instead. So it is better to at least keep her as in the know as you can, while maintaining and letting her know that you are waiting on certain things for that particular reason. I believe she would understand.
I hope so.
If this is what she wants, then she will understand. If she does not understand that yet, then she's not in a place to know yet.
I've seen how much Maddie trusts you, Aurora. If anyone's gonna have the best chance of having her understand what's going on, it'll be you.
I guess I'm just missing one final piece, which is trying to piece together what happened the night that she died, but the only way I can do that is to try to find a way to get there. And
Which sounds painfully complicated.
Yes and no. Truth be told, I can probably find a way to get a guide to where it is that I want to go in the Whispering Wood, but the problem I have is I don't know how many years it's been since the last sacrifice to the Lady in Red. And if this entity is anything like the folklore, whether it be worse or the same, or even just remotely there's a pretty great danger for almost all of us involved.
Mm.
Not just Maddie, not just myself.
I see.
So I want to see if I can find whatever I can find.
Educating yourself further is the best course of action at the moment, then, I would agree.
Okay. I'm not going to dwell on this. I'm going to take the information that has been granted to me, and we're going to come up with a solid plan.
As you should. I do not doubt you'll find a good solution, dear.
I just want to open a shop.
Mm.
I want to open a restaurant. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to solve this. I'm going to open a restaurant. It's going to sell amazing food, and then I'm going to be able to help cater to people who with lower incomes. That's what I'm going to be able to do. Good food for low income.
You have the
That's what I'm gonna
entrepreneur.
focus on. Well, the idea came to me earlier today, after I got shot, that people wanted good food for low prices, so I figured
Imagine
food is
that.
probably the best way to go about it.
I would
If you
agree.
like investors, I'm sure Kise and I wouldn't
Mm.
mind helping.
I also very much like good food.
I would love it.
I'd be willing to help too.
Then you can
My
count
answer
us
is
to be investors.
I have too much money and I'm bored. Because I spend 95% of my time looking after my kids. And while I love them dearly,
Darling, you're supposed to play hard to get as an investor. You cannot just tell people that.
I am allowed to be bored if I am bored, Kise.
Well, yes, of course. If you're going to be an investor, you just do not come out there like, I have so much money.
It's called playing hard to get, Jaden.
That's just what I just said.
Okay, admittedly, I'm still working on that part. You need to remember who I am with.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Jaden, what was that you said? I'm sorry. I heard something about money, but I don't remember what it was that you said. What did you say?
We should talk at some point. Although, speaking of talking, I do have a particular request that you may or may not be able to help me with. I need my suit altered slightly.
How's that?
I need a hidden pocket.
Oh, you
inside
know
the suit
exactly
to
what this is
hide
for.
Tied a weapon or something. Something small, compact. Just in case.
I see. So you don't want the trick sleeve, you want the trick pocket in the coat jacket.
Well, you know what? I'll trust your judgment.
How would you feel? How would you feel if there was a quick release strapped into the inside that with enough force you can simply hold a knife in hand?
That works.
Good. Then I'll go ahead and I'll make the altercation. No, also alterations. Alterations are what happened earlier today.
Purely just a precautionary matter.
I'm sure it is. Based on recent events. I totally understand. Of course, we offer the same thing to you, Seke.
Unfortunately, I think nothing. No matter what I wear, the particular thorn in my side has a way around it.
No, you do recall the suit that I made you, yes.
Yes, and it was fantastic.
Do you remember the material that it's made of?
I do.
Oh, he got up.
Just this recent altercation I had. Make a long story short, this person knew what I was going to do before I did it and was easily dispatched whatever I had on me.
So we're looking at something tougher than dragon scale. Mithril.
His axe was made of mithril.
Yes, we just had that conversation. First things first, though, Joe is going to use it first to see if we can get any divination off of it. Potentially location.
Oh, Joe was here?
He
I haven't
was.
seen him in ages.
Allegedly here earlier.
I don't know.
After
I
that,
Jerry,
it can be
dropped him
scrapped.
off. I went and picked up some stuff for the kids, and I came back. And Jerry is snoring in the medical bay.
But at least somebody's resting easy.
I'm pretty sure he's also high on pain meds.
At least somebody's resting easy.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Although
resting.
I did warn him not to put it in his mouth.
I can't tell you how many times I have told Jerry not to do something stupid.
Yes, but it's different when you watch a ball of what could be believed is a substance of the void. Sparks, powerful like electricity coming from it, from a substance we don't know containing the void substance.
That gives me indigestion.
Suggestion, since it's been indicated to me that it's not actually a void nature. Might I suggest calling it null?
No.
That might be a better term for it. We don't technically know if it is void. It just has similar properties to the void. Though we did find out
We know is well.
that apparently the trigger was my blood. So
Right,
that dust was
right.
specifically tailored for me. So someone wants me dead and they want it to be slow and painful. So another Tuesday.
We have a list to go
On
through.
Monday,
basically.
apparently.
Try and narrow it down and go from there.
Surely. Second, I'll give you the same information that I gave to Roland earlier, considering there was a mention of a sigil.
Yes, on the inside of the axe, when they tried to take it apart, it had the sigil of an old clan that used to be part of mine.
In this day and age, usually, I don't know how well up you are on current events, but usually most people with that level of money either buy mithril or be able to procure the amount of mithril necessary to make an entire axe of that level. They would need to have that kind of resource readily available, either through stocks, dividends, some kind of offshore account, or they're using some form of a shell corporation to move the money from one place to another. Usually, when you have an ego that massive that you stamp your insignia on the inside of something like that, that brand is usually still prevalent within whatever it is that they're using, so that their constituents and whoever it is that works for them can easily identify what company to go to. So hopefully that can help you track down where your supposed enemy is operating from.
It's a good idea.
Thank you.
I'll look into it along with Roland. Thank you very much.
Speaking of Roland.
Hello.
Hello, Roland.
Shit, I should get back home.
Yes, honestly, we all should.
Yeah, I need to go
Oh,
back
yeah.
and check on the kids.
I need to
Otherwise,
get home
Maury's
as
gonna
well.
kick my ass.
Yes, let us close up
Closing
then.
time.
So,
Roland,
yeah,
I'm gonna
and-
get a hammer, Jerry.
Right.
you
And
all have
with
a
regards to
wonderful
last
night.
week, Kise,
Please be safe.
You as well,
I'm
Miss
gonna
Earl.
hand over a slip of paper.
Night,
A
dear.
couple translation spells.
Hmm?
Couple translation spells I picked up from the Vicarium
Oh,
regarding the conversation we had last week about you trying to understand the shield maidens.
right. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. I'll go do final patrol, make sure everyone's out here and there's nobody else still in the back, and we'll go from there.
Thank you, Roland.
Of course.
Oh, I completely forgot. So many things happening.
Aloha. Yeah, a little bit like aloha.
I'm still trying to figure out what I have that someone would kill me for.
You heard them as much as we did.
That's why I'm trying to figure it out.
Thought it was fairly obvious.
You're gonna have to spell it out for me because I still don't see it.
What you have is a contract with Fenrir, and that seemed to be their point of disdain.
Well, if I recall, he specifically was calling me Fenrir. He was referring to both of us as the same being.
When I found you, you had taken an interesting form. I assumed that was simply Fenrir's influence.
That was not. By the time I got to Fenrir, he had already been coated with the dust.
Isn't it the first time you've had a different form, but...
Yeah. You gotta get back to your regular hunt, bro.
Oh, this is frustrating. So you do not know what that was? What happened?
What?
That form. If it was not Fenrir, what was it?
It was me.
Well, yes, but...
It was me.
But again, you've not told me how that began.
Oh, no.
And why.
My
And when.
dear, I did. Ulfhefnar,
That is what I was saying!
that is something completely different from Fenrir. That was my shamanic duties, what I did to
Yes, but
become.
But you never actually changed forms until then. I knew you would not have now.
No, it is said, and I'm fairly certain I've told you this before, it is said that at a certain point, a warrior, a shamanic warrior, a berserker or Ulfhefnar, or whatever, will, if they survive long enough, they will eventually become one with their totem, granting them powers. For berserkers, it's the ability to take the form of a bear.
I'm not gonna complain about a beautiful woman looking at my tits.
Alright, I thought that was a bit more... I did not realize that was so literal.
I thought it was figurative as well.
Then why are you making fun of me for not knowing?
It's been a long week, Kise.
No. No kidding! You've been asleep for more of it.
And I am sorry. But you saved me. And you saved me. And I will forever be in your debt.
You could make it up to me by staying alive.
I am trying, Kise, so hard.
You are the resident cryptid.
Hey, I'm the one
You are not running out alone ever again.
And
I can understand that.
so, like, that's why we always.
I mean, I can technically understand all of your kind.
I don't plan on fighting this person again if I see them. I'm running.
You're not running towards anything even remotely like that alone. Do you understand?
The only thing I'm going to run towards is you.
It's just a translator. It translates speech. Aha. Pleasure. I see.
Did not expect that. Thought you were just a
Definitely a good
ghost
looking
bunny.
chandelier.
You of all people should know by now, Mimikyu. Expect the unexpected.
We should get going.
Yeah, met a sharp chicken before.
Nice.
If I really wanted to be blushing, I could have gone with the first thing that came to mind.
Oh, yeah,
The
that's
ones
just...
that are in the backyard are Eyes and Finley.
What, do you
Alright.
want me to take the breastplate off?
No one else
you
on
do
grounds
that?
except let them know that we were leaving. The
Alright.
ones that are left on grounds is right here.
Alright, everyone.
Hmm.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Well, except Mimikyu, he lives here.
Unless your name is Eyes and you live here.
As I said, you don't have to go home. But you can't really stay here.
All right. Chandelure, take me home.
Good night, darlings.
Goodbye.
Take care.
I'm being kidnapped. It's nice meeting you.
Ileana, by the way.
Nice to meet you, Ileana. I'm Pisces.
Also, if you have a communications device,
Oh, yes, I do.
my number.
Go home. We're having a
Thank
long,
you.
long night in the onsen.
Mwah. Let's go.
Yes.
Come on.
My joints are so stiff.
Bye now.
Good night, dear.
I think Friendly and Eyes are on their way.
It's fine. Finley and Eyes can take care of themselves.
He was tripping balls.
Urban balls, you say? Hello?
What's up? Oh, fuck me! I just backed into my chair.
Oh no!
Oh, Jerry was tripping balls. So Jerry was tripping on big doors, and then Gwendolyn walks up to Jerry and gives him a banana. Something he is irrationally afraid of.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
So he went from having a very good trip to a very bad one in like 0.5 seconds.
I had a good time.
Also,
Also, first time in VR in months because I'm in my new place.
Let's fucking go.
On a medical bench.
Let's fucking
He
go.
was like, it's not a good idea. You shouldn't do this.
What Ron would have done is he would have used his wing pack that would have been on his human body
anything wrong,
to
and he
carry
got
Jerry
so
out.
hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I was chilling with like her boyfriend, and she's sitting there and out of character. I was like,
Look, I had to turn my sudden leaving into something. I had to have a way to explain it.
Doomsday Cult Killer. Planeswalker.
Out of character moment in character. I was like,
holy fuck.
Yeah, that's
Alright. Thank you all for being here. I'm just gonna jump out for now. Go find your favorite streamer and send your love for me. Whee!
It had one of those moments where
Had to be a month before the wedding, you bitch.
Oh, this is gonna be very slow burn.
Oh, I bet.
Aggression is like, you know,
I literally said during the conversation Ulf Hefnar when he said like,
oh my god.
that's how I felt while making it.
when they said Fenrir,
So,
like he is Fenrir, like no, he's Ulf Hefnar. I literally said that.
I didn't hear that.
And then I took over at some point.
So I had to
I can see the base that he's made from. I can see the base
Um,
he's made from. And honestly,
Yeah,
the
I
good
appreciate you all. I moved back.
Until I looked really deeply.
You know, no, he is Fenrir.
Fuck it, I'm gonna go
Yeah,
to
yeah.
really good.
So I'm saying no, they're just
I
an
like
idiot.
that.
Also, she cooked with the hair. The hair is my favorite.
Yeah, the hair is really good.
You get to have your Steven Universe moment.
I still don't know how.
Are you your mom? Are you are you Fenrir?
You're just saying, I'm cooking. Leave me alone. Don't talk to me.
So yeah, I will probably be back for a bit tomorrow for Lying Fork. I will try.
And they're watching and they just
So at least until then, I appreciate you all. You all stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Good night.
I'm cooking.
Sexual polyhedral dice. I'm proud to be